FIFA is working to clean up itself, and I think they've tried really hard to implement reforms. They've changed their voting procedure for certain things. They've changed the composition of their board. There's steps they've taken. I mean, a good example is for the first time ever, women are on the executive council of FIFA, which was never happened before, despite the huge popularity of women's soccer. So I think they're taking steps towards cleaning things up, but actually, you know, tomorrow is going to be a massive test for FIFA, because tomorrow is the vote for who will host the 2026 World Cup. And the United States is bidding for that on a combined bid with Mexico and Canada. And so their competition is Morocco. If you do the you know, P&L on that, it's pretty obvious that the U.S. is the choice. The United Bid, as it's called, is the choice for that on every measure. So if FIFA selects Morocco despite all that, then we might have a stinking smell, a stinking sensation that things aren't really cleaned up quite yet.
Ken, real quick before we let you go, Kathy, do I have time for one more question?
Sure.
Okay, I have time for one more question. I'm curious if there's anything that you think other leagues, especially leagues here in the U.S., can learn from what you uncovered in covering FIFA and covering the corruption at FIFA. What, I don't want to say regulations, but what should leagues here be doing in order to prevent corruption from happening here in the U.S.? I
mean, there's clearly one of FIFA's biggest problems is this sort of hiding in the dark kind of problem. The lack of sunshine and transparency ends up becoming a cancerous problem in these kind of organizations. Sports in particular, but you can imagine how it applies to other things as well. By keeping things secret, you're generating festering problems, right? And you know, there's an ongoing investigation by the DOJ of NCAA basketball, which you've probably heard about. And that case is modeled on the FIFA case because they're going after the same thing. That's another world with a real lack of transparency. And I think sports leagues that are transparent, not only do they avoid the scandal, they also make more money. It's a case actually where being open, being transparent, being sort of capitalist is good for the sport and good for its stakeholders, the fans, the players, everybody. So if it's a takeaway, it's sort of open the books and let people see what's going on.
Amazing.